Well, our industry is based entirely on satisfying the needs of the consumer. The problem is here in North America, growth rates are rather slow. The market's growing at about 2.5%, which is very disappointing. Now, partly that's because we're not looking in the right place. And if we had the data and could measure multi-level, we could measure e-pharmacy, we could measure the independent pharmacy and the health food sector, we'd be looking at about 5% growth, but even so, that's not a great deal. Since we were here in New Jersey last June, we've seen actually a worsening of the situation. The growth rate has gone down from 2.5% to 2.1%, and that's surprising because what we've discussed in this conference are many opportunities to provide better services and products to the consumer and to boost the industry, but we just don't seem to be able to seize those opportunities. So this conference is all about setting out a route map for future growth and for being just better at making our customers and our consumers more healthy. So this year we've focused mainly on the activities in the main conference center. We've had a few off-site meetings, but essentially this has been 120 people, stakeholders in the local industry, from manufacturing, from retailing, from regulatory affairs, government relations. We've come together to try to understand what the needs are of the market and more particularly the needs of the consumer. Internet is very important, how we can use the new technology to bring the story to the consumer. Prescription to OTC switch, which was a driver until 2 years ago and which has dried up. We've talked about how we can kickstart that again. We've looked at basic communications, we've looked at better branding, better positioning. The toolkit is there, we just have to use the tools at our disposal even better. So one of the most important features of this conference has been the launch of the Consumer Healthcare Training Institute of North America. That's based on all the good work we've done over the past 2 years with the OTC Training Academy, which recently changed its name. And now in North America, we're bringing the same training opportunities to our clients. The issue here is putting people and brands first and showing how the two interrelate, having great moderators and mentors, bringing a wealth of knowledge to all those who are active in the industry and who want to understand better how to make that connection with the consumer, how to improve the positioning of our brands, and how to use the new technology as a way of boosting the whole concept of consumer self-care. Another feature of this conference, and in fact it was the closing session by my good friend Mary Alice Lawless of Everything Health, was the launch of Biograph. Now Biograph is a toolkit that is going to enable us to bring more prescription to OTC medicines to market, particularly for chronic symptoms. And this isn't something that one company can do. It has to be an industry activity. It has to be a consortium. So today, Mary Alice and I launched the consortium. We're inviting the industry as a whole to join us so that we can help give confidence to government and confidence to the manufacturers and bring better products and services to the American and the Canadian consumer.